Ooh, Eric Burr, it's freezing outside this morning. Cold does not even describe it. We're going to take a look at that time and temperature sign right behind me here in Cromwell. 15 degrees it's reading here this morning, but it feels much colder when that wind blows. So the governor already activated the state's severe cold weather protocol, and it's in response to these kinds of brutally cold temperatures. We're fluctuating here in Cromwell between 14 and 15 degrees. And this morning we have some reminders to help you stay safe in this kind of cold. To prevent frozen pipes, keep your heat at an adequate level, leave faucets open, leave those cabinet doors open to allow the heat to reach the pipes. If your pipes do freeze, use something like a hairdryer or hot water to try and thaw them. Now, experts warn not to use your oven as a heat source. Never bring charcoal or gas grills inside. Many people, of course, use space heaters as well. We hear those warnings all the time. Make sure you're using those with care, away from anything that could catch fire. And here's another big one. Please, 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 please bring your pets inside. Make sure if they have water outside that it's fresh, not frozen. Also, as you may be getting ready to hit the road this morning, make sure you have some essentials in your car, things like a blanket, extra batteries. AAA is expecting a high volume of calls today, and lots of them for those dead batteries. And with the wind chill here and the negatives in some spots across the state, make sure that the kids, if they have to head out to the bus stop, you can keep them in the car until they get on the bus. Bundle them up. It is freezing cold outside here this morning. And if you're looking for some information on warming shelters, we have that information up on the Channel 3 app. We are live outside of the early morning weather tracker 2 in Cromwell. Caitlin Francis, Channel 3 Eyewitness News. Still pretty cold out here, Eric. I mean, I don't think we can avoid that today. We're going to take a look at that time and temperature sign right behind us. It's been fluctuating between 15 and 14 degrees. It's sitting at 14 degrees here in Cromwell. I'm expecting that temperature to drop a little bit right before the sun comes up. And, you know, as that mercury drops, it can be extremely dangerous. Governor Ned Lamont activated the state's severe cold weather protocol for the first time this season. That means Emergency Services activates its web EOC, which then allows local, regional, and state emergency management officials and first responders to share information. But more importantly, it monitors capacity at shelters, warming shelters. 211 will act as a way to help find shelter space and help people with transportation needs if you're seeking shelter.
It's something that's overwhelming for him because, you know, he's coming from Puerto Rico and being in this blizzard that we just passed. That is, he's shaking and it's cold, and it's pretty cold out here.
Yeah, it's more than pretty cold out here. The state's severe cold weather protocol is in effect through Saturday morning. If you are in need of one of those warming shelters, we have a full list up in the Channel 3 app, so make sure that you're downloading that to get that information immediately. We are live outside of the early warning weather tracker 2 in Cromwell. Caitlin Francis, Channel 3 Eyewitness News. Oh my goodness, it's cold. And you know what? We've been hearing about it all morning long. We've been talking about it all morning long. It's the wind that's really so brutal. Governor Ned Lamont already activated the state's severe cold weather protocol, and it's because of those brutal temperatures. You can see here in Cromwell, we're registering about 13 degrees. We've dropped a little bit this morning as the sun's getting ready to rise. Otherwise, layers and layers and layers. I have a million layers on this morning. I'm not even exaggerating because it is that cold outside. If you are also looking for a warming shelter across the state, we have the full list up on the Channel 3 app.